Going further south, Zimbabwe's new president, Emmerson Mnangagwa, has acknowledged that the Southern African nation has a troubled past, rife with human rights abuses at the hands of the party that ruled the nation for nearly 4 decades under Robert Mugabe. However, Mnangagwa's swearing in last week has since been followed by several high-profile corruption cases against his political enemies, which critics say are just short trials to avoid addressing more serious crimes. VOA's Anita Powell reports from Harare.
I will devote myself to the well-being of Zimbabwe and its people.
President Emmerson Mnangagwa sees only one way forward for his wounded nation, battered by human rights abuses and endemic corruption: forgiveness.
I just humbly appeal to all of us that we let bygones be bygones.
But just a day later, the state jailed former Mugabe-era minister Ignatius Chombo on massive corruption charges.
I think that they're just using him to try and portray an image of dealing with corruption and so forth. But the cases that my client is facing, these are very old cases. I think the most recent is 2005, which shows that there is nothing really serious on his part. It's just to harass him and then to try and create the impression that we are dealing with corruption.
Human rights lawyers say there are worse crimes and more serious culprits who are being protected.
If there are crimes that have been committed, everybody should, in fact, be put on trial. It shouldn't be selective at all. It shouldn't depend on which faction you belong to. Are you on our side or the other side? If the law is being used to right wrongs of the past, this should be done with everybody.
Many Zimbabweans do not want former leaders to rest in glory. Patson Dzamara's older brother Anita was abducted in 2015 for opposing Mugabe. He is still missing.
Current President Emmerson Mnangagwa played a very major role, and so he's complicit. He was a part of that arrangement and government. And for us to sweep that under the carpet and say that was that and life just has to go on as though nothing happened, I don't think it's proper.
Churches, which occupy a powerful role in Zimbabwe, are also struggling with the notion of letting bygones be. Pastor Chris Oporocha says he looks to other African nations for guidance.
In Zambia, we saw when President Lovemore Madhuku came into office, Chiluba, who was the outgoing president, was not given any immunity. He had to pay for the crimes that he did. He might not be sentenced to prison, but whatever evil has been done should be brought to light so that those people are dealt with.
Zimbabwe, its people agree, has to move forward, but no one thinks it will be easy. Anita Powell, VOA News, Harare.